Yeah, good evening, guys, and mind Buntak to our friends in the Philippines. Guys, the brain surgeon from the Bosshog, yeah, that's him. Take a good look. Did a live stream yesterday, and I just wanted to bring you some information if you didn't get to watch it. If you couldn't put yourself through the ordeal, that's why we're here. But let's just set the scene, shall we? Bosshog is sat in the van. He's in the front. There's obviously no aircon in the van. Marcel, Gina, and Red and Charlie were in the back. As we said, it was stifling hot. And at one point, Marcel was stood up, fanning Charlie. Fanning Charlie she was, to cool him down. But Bosshog was determined to go on with that live stream. Now, is that someone who cares about anybody? That he can't be concerned for the children in the back of that van in all that heat? How many times have we seen children being rescued from overheated cars in car parks? And here he is doing a live stream with those kids in the back of there. But that's Bosshog for you. They all had a jolly bee, he informed the audience. He got a donation, and he says, we're able to pick that money up. We've all had a jolly bee. So they're all stuffing their face in the back of the van as well. But we learned, yes, we did, we learned some interesting facts today. And I'm going to highlight a few. First, off the bat, he was asked a question about blind owl outdoors. Bosshog replied, I couldn't care less whether blind owl survived or not. He couldn't care less whether blind owl survived the typhoon or not. That was very nice of you, Brian. Yeah, your true colours came shining through. He also informed his audience that he did everything he could to save the farm. Well, I never. Tell me exactly what you did, Brian, apart from sit and live stream and tell people there's a typhoon coming. You made a long wish list, which we highlighted. You weren't prepared. So what did you exactly do to save the Bosshog? Nothing. He then told us that the generator, the one he went to get fixed, it turned out that it was no good for charging any appliances. Well, why didn't you find that out before the typhoon hit, Brian? That's called preparing. Have the right generator to do the job. Am I getting through? Are you listening? He then told us all the dogs survived. He wasn't quite sure how many dogs he had before the typhoon. Couldn't put a number on it, but he was quite adamant that every one of them survived. I thought they would have all done one, to be quite honest, but there you go. He then also revealed on a live stream that Ming Ming, yes, Ming Ming is still alive. Marcel hasn't killed it yet. And Ming Ming had her first taste of cat food. Can you believe that? This man goes on a live, he keeps putting his foot in it. He goes on a live stream and tells the world that his cat is at cat food for the very first time. Absolutely unbelievable. It really is. We also learned that the Carno's dream, yes, Carno's burger. Carno's burger joint is still alive. But, and it's a big but, he doesn't know who's going to fund it yet. He's not quite sure. But I'm sure, Brian, that we're going to be seeing you pumping out the videos about Carlos. That is for sure. So, some interesting points there on the live stream. But he did end it early because, as you see in the background, Maricel's looking over his shoulder and she's looking for super chat. Now, he only got $20. There wasn't many people in, so he ended the live stream, and that was it really. But before I forget, someone did ask the question. They did ask the question that with the water situation, Brian, the lack of water, when was the last time you had a shower? And the asker of that question said, if you don't want to answer the question, don't answer, but it's a relevant question. So Bosshog read it out, and I swear, not telling a lie, he had to think about it. And he looks up to the heavens and thought about it and came back and says, I had a shower last night. Can you know, something? Comedy gold. It's comedy gold. Yeah, he then went on to upload another video. And that picture you see there now is at Gabriel's place. And the video was entitled Check It Out on Gabriel. But was that the reason why he went there? Of course it wasn't. He went there to check on the Bosslady boat and the floating caretaker house. And as you can see in that, on this picture, this screenshot, the Bosslady boat was destroyed. And he told us all that the Bosslady boat cost them 60k, but it was destroyed in the typhoon. But wasn't the Bosslady boat abandoned, Brian? Hasn't it been abandoned on the beach for some months now, Brian? Why would you claim it's destroyed in the typhoon and it was an asset of 60k if you've abandoned it? Why didn't you sell it when you left the milkfish project? That would have been the wise thing to do, instead of coming there now and doing a video and saying it's been destroyed. The same goes for the floating caretaker house. That was destroyed, that was flattened. And he told us all that he was into that for 300,000 pesos. Now, again, that was abandoned. You left that on the beach with that boat and it was abandoned for months. If you weren't going to be doing any more milkfish, why didn't you sell them? Why are you going there now and claiming that you've lost a boat and a house at the cost of 360,000 pesos? Why is that? I find that very strange, Brian. All of a sudden, this is what I lost in the typhoon. That picture that you see there, that's the floating caretaker house, which, as you can see, is, well, it's non-existent, it's flattened, isn't it? But what you'll notice throughout that video is that he was umming and ahhing, whining, and he was proper pissed off. Like, it was everybody else's fault but his own. He abandoned that boat, he abandoned that house there months ago when he should have sold it and salvaged some money out of that milkfish project. But now he claims the typhoon destroyed the boat and destroyed the house. And he's putting the seed out there of how much he's lost. He says in total, you can go and look at the video, 500,000 pesos total loss on the milk fish project. He also had that the fish were disappearing and not being able to get feed for the fish. It used to be a problem, but he was always blaming somebody for thieving his fish. But yeah, 500,000 pesos total loss. You have to get the figures in. Why are you doing that now after the typhoon? I lost 500,000 pesos. We know what you're doing, Brian. You're sowing seeds. Anyway, guys, so being a cheapskate that he is, he was asking Gabriel, can we save any of these timbers here? Can we not save and rebuild something else, another structure, but can we save and sell some of this timber, sell some of the bamboo? Gabriel looked at him as though he was stupid. He then went on to say, we might be able to sell them blue drums. I think he says 1,500 pesos each. But that's the cheapskate he is. He says, we sell the drums, that'll pay for the labour to clean, he says, to clean this eyesore up, because it needs to be cleaned up. Brian, you can't even clean your own shit all up. Who are you bullshitting here now? You want to clean that eyesore up that you abandoned on Gabriel's property, and you can't clean your own? Yes, of course. Of course you do, Brian. It's all sowing seeds. So guys, a conclusion to this video. Bosshog went there on the pretext of checking on Gabriel. But in actual fact, he went there to sow a few seeds. He abandoned the milkfish project months ago, as we all know. He abandoned the Bosslady boat on the beach months ago. He abandoned the floating house on that beach months ago. If he wasn't going to have anything more to do with the milkfish project, why didn't he sell those assets? Why did he not sell the boat and the house instead of leaving them to rot? They were assets from the business, but he left them there and abandoned them. He's now claiming the typhoon destroyed them. I think you know what we're getting at. Another scam, another con. I've lost 500,000 pesos on this milkfish project. Brian, every move you make, we're watching you. Every move. You abandoned everything and you pulled out. You've lost nothing. You left it to rot. Guys, till the next time, do give us your response in the comments below, but take care and please like, comment, share and subscribe. Bye for now.